Hello, friends. Welcome to Linden-Linthicum United Methodist Church. Last week, I did one of these video devotions and talked about a movie that I had seen in which it was The Equalizer, and the Denzel Washington character, the hero of the story, if you will, gets beaten up and is found and treated by a doctor who nurses him back to health. And that doctor, based on his wounds, asks him the question, "Are you a good man or a bad man?" And Denzel Washington answers, "I don't know." And so last week I was thinking about that not knowing which we are sometimes. But I was reminded by my colleague Dave Foley that there was another line after that. After the doctor asks Denzel Washington, "Are you a good man or a bad man?" and he says, "I don't know," the doctor reflects, a good man would answer that way. A good man would say that. So I was thinking about that as well. You know, sometimes we're not sure, but the people around us might be a little bit more sure. And what's even more important is that God knows who and what we are. I knew someone many years ago, she's gone to the Lord now, but I remember her telling me one time that part of her getting up and getting started in the morning, part of her devotional practice in the morning was to pray this: "Lord, today let me see myself as you see me. Let me see myself as you see me." She didn't necessarily reflect on that a whole lot. It was just her prayer that she shared with me. But as I have reflected on that, I've thought about what God might see. God, what do you see when you look at me? I think God, looking at us, sees beauty and beloved. God created us and loves us and wants everything good for us. God also looks at us and knows us completely, just as we are, and still loves us. That's the whole unconditional love thing, that God completely loves us, that God can look at us and know us exactly as we are and still love us. And so that prayer, let me see myself as you see me. Can I see myself as beloved and also imperfect and flawed and prone to many, many mistakes, and sometimes downright rebellious? And so that doctor who said a good man would say that, a good man would say, "I don't know," because it is the truth. But there is that sense in which if we can acknowledge that there are both things inside of us, then maybe we begin to see ourselves as God sees us. There's a line in one of the Psalms that says, "Clear me from hidden faults," which is saying, God, please forgive me for the things that I'm not even aware of. And that's part of our reality too. Sometimes the part inside us that's not so good is stuff that we don't even see. But God does, and God works with us in so many different ways. So, are you a good person? Are you a bad person? Or are you in reality both? And are you a person who knows that? And can it be that you, if you want to, if you are willing to look hard enough to see it, can you look at yourself the way God looks at you, as beloved and also needing some work, but being willing to take the steps to do that work? God will walk with you. Thanks be to God. Amen.